I'm gonna work out like Tom Brady, and we're gonna start right now. Okay, so in the Tom Brady workout, we're gonna do 9 different exercises, and we're utilizing bands in this workout. That's what Tom does. He loves using bands. That's key to improving his speed from back in the day when he ran like that 5.5 second 40 at the NFL Combine. But what we have is we have our POWERLASTIC band here. This is our HAF band. So Tom, typically what he'll do, according to his strength coach, is he'll do a banded warm-up, a banded run to really get that neural drive rolling. And so we started with that with our HAF band. We hit that for about 2 sets of 30 seconds, and now we're gonna get ready and roll into the entire workout. Okay, so when you are the greatest quarterback of all time, apparently your workout is simple. You don't wanna get hurt, you wanna do really, really simple band stuff. And I think this is a great workout if you're at home, or if you want like an active rest day, or if you're traveling, okay? And you've got bands with you, you're traveling with those bands. So we're gonna start off right here after we did that running in place. Now we're gonna be doing that standing row. And so Tom's strength coach always says, focus on those tight glutes, focus on that tight back, really work that posterior chain while you're standing here and you're rowing. So we're using that POWERLASTIC HAF band. He says do 1 set to failure. What I would tell you is do 4 or 5 sets for 17 to 25 reps if you want to get a serious pump and not look like a dweeb, like my boy Tom. He is my favorite quarterback of all time though.
Yeah, boy.
So we're gonna take that after we hit that standing row. Now we're gonna go into banded push-ups. Okay, so we got our POWERLASTIC's strength band, okay? It's real easy. All you've gotta do is put this like that around your back, okay? Oh, boom, boom. While I was doing that, I was wondering, I wonder if Tom can do more than like 20 push-ups. Because he's so skinny.
Whoa, bro.
But anyway, Tom does that for his first 2 exercises, standing banded row, along with that banded push-up. Okay, that next exercise that we're gonna do is gonna be a standing banded rotation, okay? So I think the big thing here is really focusing on planting, staying in about a quarter squat, okay? I want to drive through my entire foot, feel the outside of my glute here, and as I rotate, squeeze in that front leg as well. So it's here, and as you come back, try and slow that band down. You want to do both sides. I would say do 3 sets of 17 on each side. Tom does this for about 1 set to failure on each side. Now, I do believe, a little out of breath, this is a really good exercise for pitchers, for QBs, that's why Tom does it. There's a lot of rotational strength. It's gonna create that dynamic trunk control. There's gonna be a lot of different positions that you're gonna be in. And one of the things that I felt with this is it's similar to the hammer throw. If anyone's ever seen the hammer throw, I was fortunate enough where I trained with one of the greatest hammer coaches to ever walk the planet, Dr. Anatoly Bondarchuk, and we did a lot of exercises similar to this, even though I was not a hammer thrower, I was a shot putter. These movements are very, very sport specific. So now, after we hit those banded standing rotations, we're gonna get into the banded deadlift, okay? And so again, I think one of the key factors to think about with Brady, especially now, he's older, right? He's like 43, 44. He doesn't need to be doing a ton of absolute strength work. He needs to just be maintaining some muscular tension and making sure that when he gets to practice or he gets on the field, he's not completely ruined. He feels decent, he's got some muscular adaptation, but ultimately all that matters is how well he can read a defense, the pre-snap read, and then how well he executes each and every single play. So keep that in mind. This workout isn't gonna be this huge muscle builder, but it is gonna be a decent workout that you can get a good sweat rolling. So this is a banded deadlifts here, okay? I recommend using our HAF band here for the POWERLASTICs because all the bands that I saw from Brady, the tension was so light, okay? And the tension on this band is extremely heavy. And especially at the top, as long as I'm squeezing my traps, I get a nice quad pump here. And this could be a movement that you also learn, you get a little bit of a rhythm here, and you get a little bit more spring action, which could transfer over to a bigger vertical jump, a bigger sport-specific application of power output. So utilize both those 3 to 4 sets On the banded rotations, make sure that you do both sides. Deadlifts, try and drive quick up to the top. My only criticism with these exercises so far is I don't really know how they laid out like the exercise selection or the exercise order. I probably would have done this first, the banded deadlift first, and then walk through everything, but let's keep training like Brady. All right, so the next two exercises are two of my wheelhouse exercises. I gotta share a quick story. I actually have a very close friend, Jason Esposito, who played for New England for 3 years, played with Brady, and I think one of the other key factors is, although I've been roasting him all this workout, one of the things that Espo always said is that Brady would be at Gillette at like 5:15 in the morning. And he even talks about the first day that he went to New England. He's like, I gotta get to practice early. I wanna be there on time, if not really, really ahead of time so that I can get there and be prepared to deal with Brady at the time. And he said he comes into the gym, he comes into the locker room and there's one light on and there's a dude sitting there and he just walks past. It's like 5:45, 6 o'clock in the morning. And about 15 minutes later, he walks to go to the bathroom and this guy comes up to him and the guy walks up to him. He's like, hey, how's it going? I'm Tom. And he looks and it's Tom Brady and he's got this whole bench laid out with all the paperwork, all of his schemes and everything that he's learning. And this is in, you know, May or June. And that's the preparation that Brady puts into his actual work. So we got to keep that in mind when we're talking and roasting him on his actual physical strength training. Now, we're going to get right into banded curls. Again, this is my wheelhouse. I love doing banded curls, getting that big time pump. And what he does is he goes 15 to 20 reps and goes right into, from getting that swole pump into banded tricep extensions, okay? And I think if you get the POWERLASTICs here, this strength band, our gold band, and you head into a hotel room and you just said, I'm gonna do 100 straight tricep extensions with the strength band, you will leave with a serious pump. So I recommend, again, 3 sets of 20, 3 sets of 25, on each exercise, get that pump rolling, and then head into those next exercises. Okay, this is a really good exercise. I actually like this one. It's a decelerating lunge. And I think any football player, any athlete who has to focus on agility, this is gonna be absolutely tremendous for them to be more explosive, to be more reactive. POWERLASTIC is hooked up to the rig. We got those handles in. We have it around our waist, and we're gonna go drop, back, okay? Drop, back. And so we have to react, and when we plant here, we want to stay upright and drive from that quad, okay? Plant, go. Plant, go. Now, my criticism, Tom's guy has him doing this till failure. I don't think that would be the best thing. I'd say 5 reps each side would be fine. Boom. Boom. Okay, I like this exercise though. It's great exercise, great movement. Now he goes into standing shoulder press. I would do a standing shoulder press before the tricep movement, but this is Tom Brady's workout. He's the best ever. So perfect. When you have a POWERLASTIC, you have that loop already pre-built into the band. Again, click on the link down below, head over to GarageStrength.com, pick up your POWERLASTICs today. Get a nice pump rolling. 15 to 20 reps. Boom! And that's gonna take us to the next movement. Okay, so the finisher that Tom's got in his last piece of this workout is gonna be a banded squat. They call it the X-band squat, where they have like 9 different bands attached to them, and he does body weight squats with the 9 different bands hooked up till failure, apparently. Now, what I like with our setup is we have these little loops, okay, from the POWERLASTICs. They're really, really easy to put right over your feet. Then we can get here, and we can do a couple different things. If we go down and up, pretty easy tension with the POWERLASTIC strength band. If we want to use the HAF band, it's going to be a lot heavier. One thing we could even do if that's too easy, now we can do some overhead squats, okay? Right here, that's going to have a little more tension in our shoulders. This is not part of Brady's workout. This is a little add-on. And finally, if you feel like those are too easy and you want to get more into speed of sport movement and a little bit more functional, you can hook this up. Okay, so you can start to jump. When you land, that band's gonna pull you down quicker, and you have to react quickly. So I would set this up if I'm doing jumps, 3 sets of 5, and then maybe do like an overhead squat to failure. You're gonna get a nice pump, you're gonna get that heart rate rolling, and you're gonna feel really good. And hopefully, in whatever job you have, you can perform as well as TB12. If you need bands, you need the POWERLASTIC bands, so that you can be the next Tom Brady. Click on the link down below, head over to GarageStrength.com, go to POWERLASTICs.com, and pick up our 3 bands to help you become a beast. Until next time, guys, peace. I'm out of breath from the jumping.